What is it like to fall in love for the very first time? To feel your heart thrum and race, to experience the tiniest shift that suddenly colors the entire world. Asagao to Kase-san and Morning Glories is a heartfelt, delicately rendered anime that invites viewers into such an awakening, with all its wonderful uncertainty, shy hopefulness, and tender joy. This story is a gentling gaze on queer youth, discovering connection and themselves amid the quiet rhythms of a Japanese high school and its surrounding garden. The anime opens introducing Yuri Yamada, a soft-spoken and introverted second-year high school student whose refuge is the school's gardening club. Yuri is slight at physically and seemingly delicate emotionally, with a gentle presence often retreating from the bustling school hallways to tend to her beloved plants. The morning glory flowers that she cultivates serve as a powerful metaphor throughout the anime, their natural blooming embodying Yuri's own emotional awakening. Every day she cares for those flowers with attention and patience, finding a happiness in nurturing life that quietly contrasts with her shuffle through adolescent uncertainty. Yuri is not only shy, but also socially withdrawn. She cherishes the safe, slow growth of her garden, while often struggling quietly with the overwhelming social expectations and distractions swirling around high school students, friend groups, clubs, romantic rumors, and the growing pressure to plan for the future. Her life begins to change when she notices Tomoka Kase, a striking, tall girl who is a passionate member of the school's strong track and field team. Kase epitomizes confidence and athleticism, commanding attention wherever she goes with her outgoing nature and easy laughter, lighting up the corridors she tends to storm through. She is characterized not only by her physical strength and speed, but also by a certain charisma, bubbly, open-hearted, but also surprisingly perceptive beneath her fearless appearance. From the moment they cross paths, Yui quietly tending her flowers, while Kase rushes past, the two begin a subtle dance, one rife with glances that hold unspoken promises, smiles that betray curiosity, and shy moments charged with the electricity of new affection. Their interaction is not rushed, but instead threaded through blown petals, quiet benches, and stolen minutes between classes. The central beauty of Asagao to Kase-san lies in its patient storytelling and meticulous attention to emotional nuance. Unlike many romances that rely on bold declarations and sudden confessions, this anime trusts the power of quiet moments. The shared umbrella in sudden rain, a nervous exchange of glances, the trembling of a hand extended tentatively. One of the earliest and most poignant scenes occurs during a visit to the school's greenhouse for the gardening club. Yui works on a trellis supporting the morning glory vines, and Kase wanders in, curious and slightly breathless from a recent run. Watching Yui steady her clippers and lovingly tend the flowers, Kase's guarded confidence softens. Their shared silence is textured with mutual fascination and a palpable longing, their eye contact lingering just a fraction longer than normal. It is through these small encounters that the story's sapphic love gradually takes shape. Yui, who has long been sheltered within the familiar boundaries of garden tasks and quiet routine, finds herself increasingly drawn to Kase's energetic presence. This fascination, at first a gentle curiosity, slowly unfolds into feelings she finds both exciting and overwhelming. For her part, Kase is intrigued by Yui's serene intensity and gentle resilience. Beneath her confident exterior, she harbors a yearning for connection that transcends the everyday competitions and social games rampant in high school life. Watching Yui, Kase begins to see past surface appearances. In this mutual recognition starts the most delicate phase of their relationship, one filled with wonder and nervous expectation. A defining episode is their trip to the local beach, arranged as part of a school outing. Removed from the strictures of classroom desks and hallway rumors, the beach becomes a sacred space suspended in time. The gentle crashing of waves, the grainy warmth of sand underfoot, and the pale wash of sunset combine to form a dreamscape for their fragile, tentative love. Here, Kase encourages Yuri to join her in the sea, gently coaxing the hesitant girl into unfamiliar territory, both literally as Yuri wades into the waves for the first time, and figuratively as Kase reaches out a hand that trembles with excitement and nervous hope. Their fingertips brush, sending a spark electric through the air. Both girls are flushed with a mixture of thrill and shy uncertainty. It is in these moments, the unspoken confirmations, the shared breaths, the silent acknowledgements, that Asagao to Kase-san most profoundly captures the experience of first love. The anime eschews immediate physical consummation for a slow, simmering passion marked by loving glances, tender touches, and whispered promises. Throughout the series, Yuri gains confidence incrementally. The flowers she tends grow stronger, the garden expanding as her heart opens further. Her interactions with Kase become less fraught with fear and hesitance and more joyful and playful. She learns to express affection directly, offering gifts, making small jokes, sharing secrets, and discovers that vulnerability, far from being weakness, is a pathway to deeper intimacy. Kase's development is equally nuanced. At school, she's the untouched queen of sport and social circles, but privately, she confronts doubts and insecurities about her own worthiness to be loved. With Yuri, she experiences a rare tenderness that encourages her to shed parts of her hard-edged exterior. Her physical strength is balanced by emotional openness. Her bright smile sometimes masks a longing to be understood and accepted without condition. One particularly moving scene involves Kase's injury during track practice. The roles reverse, from strong athlete to cared-for, vulnerable friend. The Morning Glories climbing and blooming are recurring symbols of growth, resilience, and beauty emerging from delicate places. Whether seen basking in sunlight or silhouetted against twilight skies, these flowers reflect the characters' internal journeys, reminding viewers that love and self-discovery. The anime also pays attention to the ambient details of youth, the soft rustle of leaves, the warm glow of classroom afternoons, the chaos of school festivals, the nervous energy of exams, and the quiet spaces where two people find sanctuary from the overwhelming world. These details ground Yui and Kase's story in realistic experience, heightening the emotional resonance. Humor appears alongside tenderness, often highlighting the awkwardness and uncertainty inherent in first love. Clumsy conversations, flushed confessions, shy laughter over shared misunderstandings, all capture universal moments many can relate to, enveloping viewers in the naivete and excitement of youth. As the story unfolds, Yui and Kase gradually navigate not only their feelings for each other, but also the social context that frames their relationship. The anime sensitively explores the nuances of being queer in a conservative environment without resorting to melodrama or conflict-driven plot twists. Their secret moments together become small rebellions, acts of personal liberation amid the expectations of school and family. At several junctures, they share private moments that crystallize their connection, exchanging jokes over lunch, helping each other with school projects, watching stars from a rooftop, and supporting one another during tough days. The culminating episodes are gentle celebrations rather than climaxes. A scene of their first kiss under the blossoming wisteria trees is handled with exquisite delicacy, capturing the shy anticipation and tenderness that long precedes physical expression. The screen softens, the colors warm, and their encounter feels less like an event and more like a tender unfolding of something real and lasting. The series closes not with definition, but with promise. Yui and Kase walk hand in hand, their smiles bright against the glowing horizon, the garden growing lush around them, symbolizing hope, continuity, and the endless possibilities for young love nurtured in kindness and truth. life lessons gleaned from Asagao to Kase-san are as delicate and profound as the flowers that give it its name. Love often grows best in quiet spaces, nurtured by mutual respect, patience, and sincere care rather than grand gestures. True intimacy requires vulnerability and the courage to reveal one's authentic self slowly and safely. Personal growth and romantic connection are intertwined. Embracing oneself fully fosters the capacity to love and be loved. Being queer is a natural part of human diversity, deserving gentle representation and heartfelt stories. The beauty of first love lies in its blend of innocence, discovery, and hopeful uncertainty. Asagao to Kase-san stands out as a heartfelt sapphic anime that honors the subtle complexities of first love with honesty and grace. It is a reminder that sometimes the most profound stories are told not through drama and conflict, but through shared glances, whispered words, and steady-hearted growth. For those who cherish tender, beautifully observed sapphic romances that feel like holding a hand on a warm spring morning, this anime is a radiant bloom waiting to be discovered. If you wish to explore more sapphic stories imbued with similar warmth and authenticity, like and subscribe to journey together through the many facets of queer love and youth.